need to blow, cause we want the finer things. 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 We want the finer.
Now everybody throw your hands up and try to touch the sky. Didn't you know we fresh to death, so never really. We might never change the world, but man, we.
Pressure turned me into a giant. A thin line between living and I'm on the edge and I might just die.
At center, Sean Kemp. At the other forward position, Michael Jordan.
No turning back, man, I'm ready to go. Coming with me or I'm going.
At shooting guard,
Man, I'm moving changes. On the crash course, but I ain't afraid of danger.
man in the middle, 7 feet, number 25, Alex Len. At shooting guard, at 6 foot 6 inches, number 3, Kevin Herter. At small forward, at 6 foot 6 inches, number 12, DeAndre Hunter. Starting at the other forward position, 6 feet 10 inches, number 20, John Collins. Starting at the other guard, 6 feet 1 inches, number 11, Trey Young. Your head coach is Lloyd Pierce. Let's hear it for your Atlanta starters.
And it's the Hawks to start out. Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. We've got Sean Kemp. Michael Jordan is out there with Pau Gasol. Then it's Tracy McGrady, and it's George in at the 2. Then Gasol with the dunk.
Yeah, and you got to respect the size McGrady has. Easily seen over the defense there to spot the open man.
Gasol attacking. It's good. Gasol's got his second bucket.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Are you asking me, GA? I'm not sure.
And boy, when Hunter's aggressive, good things seem to happen for him and his team.
Young. With the assist.
McGrady outside. Kemp kicks to George. Gasol trying to free himself up. And there's George. That's good on the assist by Kemp.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Hunter the pass to Collins. Inside, here's Herter. And it's sent back by George.
You can't toss up the weak stuff around Paul George. He sees it coming and uses his reach to get to it.
That's his first personal foul.
Yeah, Atlanta shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
Alex Len.
And the first one at the line is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And 7'1", the Ukrainian big Alex Len is so solid. Still a lot of time to reach his potential, and hopefully he finds a way to do that.
Now here is McGrady. From outside, off the mark.
And really, despite that miss, they've had a solid start offensively.
Here's Hunter, and it's Hunter with the jam.
Well, we know that Trey Young is a phenomenal passer, which is why you just can't leave him open like that.
Passes it to Hunter. Right side, Collins. Rejected by Gasol. Fast break, here comes Chicago. Here's McGrady. Flushes it down to finish the break.
Yeah, and this is what happens when you have a scorer like Jordan on the floor. He attracts all that attention defensively, leaving guys wide open.
Now, here is Young. He can't get it to go. Now Chicago takes it the other way. McGrady with the ball. Oh, the power on that throwdown.
Unreal.
And McGrady has an impressive vertical there, showing once again with how well he dunks the basketball.
Knocks it loose. It's stolen by McGrady. Here's the break. Here's George. Oh!
No way. Paul George dunk contest? He's maybe a little older, but I love to see him get up.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Well, they can't find the net right now, and all they need, I think, is just to get one to go, get back on track.
And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Damian Jones is checked in for Len. Parker comes in for John Collins. Reddish, he's checked in for Hunter. And Krebs subbed in for Kevin Herter. Now, here's Reddish. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game. And, of course, there's no questioning Cam Reddish's talent level. Greg, he has a high ceiling.
Yeah, I mean, great size, length, the fluidity as an athlete. He can make an impact at both ends of the floor. Shoots the three well for a young player, and you love his ability to match up, really 1 through 5.
Here's Young after the made shot from Sean Kemp. Here's George, and it's George finishing it off.
Yeah, Paul George will take those opportunities anytime he can get them. A nice dunk there.
Atlanta trails by 9. Young taking his time here. Pass to Jones. Now here's Reddish. Clock at 6. Over Kemp. And it's Gasol with the rebound. And so Gasol will bring it up for Chicago. And Kemp slams it in.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart. The other one, playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
Now, here is Young. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Now, Reddish to the inside. Jones. And Jordan sends it back.
And one of the league's most effective shot blockers from that guard position. Jordan can do it and help defense or on the ball. I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
Here's Young. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
That's his first.
Drawing a foul down low. Trae Young earning that trip to the line.
The Hawks shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. For the Hawks, Evan Turner. He's checked in for Reddish. And it's Bembry in for Alan Cram. And so Young nails them both. We've got 22 seconds left to play here in the first. Jordan high post. The 3 from George. They get it back. Jordan kicks to McGrady. Now the pass to Gasol. Second shot opportunity. That's good. Great play set up by T-Mac, Tracy McGrady.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Well, how good have they been on the inside tonight, just getting down into the painted area and just dominating, controlling that spot.
And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. It's Chicago. They lead by 13. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Hey, you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So for Chicago right now, Tracy McGrady is out there with Paul George. Then it's Michael Jordan. Then it's Pau Gasol. And it's Kemp in at the 5, roaming the paint. Atlanta trails by 16. Young outside to the middle. Here's Jones. The shot comes out. Great D that time from Kemp. On the wing, George. And he drops in the layup off the glass. George has got 9.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Young with the ball. Now McGrady defending. They get a hand on it, and the foul called on Pau Gasol. That is his first foul of the game. Atlanta making some changes. Len comes in for Damian Jones. And Hunter subbed in for Jabari Parker. Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them hear about it.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
Here's Len. Young outside. Shot clock at 5. Knocked loose. Pass to Hunter. Kicks to Young. Here's Bembry, defended by George. Jacks up a 3. The shot by Turner, no good. Chicago leading by 18. And the big contract for Evan Turner entering its final year. Craig making over $18 million. Is he in line for a raise, you think?
Maybe not a raise, but he still remains a useful player. Never the most efficient scorer, but his rebounding and passing are what carry him.
Kemp with it. Now guarded by Len. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. And there's Paul George on the assist by Kemp. And that's 11 points for George.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Passes it to Young. Just 5 to shoot. To stop the drought. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Here's Kemp. Wow, hammering it in.
Oh, well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. Paul George really making a difference here.
And he has absolutely worn them out in the paint. They need to come up with a plan to limit his touches in the interior.
So for the Hawks, Collins checked in for Hunter. Reddish comes in for Turner. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Bembry. On its way from Young for 2. The shot, no good. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball. Here's Jordan, and Jordan slams it in.
You won't find a much more entertaining sight. I'd call that slam dunk contest level.
Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Young passes to Collins. He kicks to Reddish. Over Jordan. Reddish's shot is good.
And in dropping that one, he stops a 13-0 run by Chicago.
McGrady with the ball. And Young picks him up defensively. From deep, another 3 for Chicago.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
Collins kicks to Reddish. Jordan with some nice D.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Pass to Huerter. Down low, Collins. And finished off by Collins.
Shooters tend to be hungry, but this time Huerter finds an open teammate.
With the assist.
McGrady against Young. Back to McGrady. Shoots the three. Another three for Chicago.
Yeah, he couldn't connect on anything from outside in the first quarter, but now he's hit 2 threes in the second quarter, and he looks much better.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tracy McGrady. That's his first foul. Parker's checked in for Atlanta. Crab comes in for Kevin Herter.
Crab.
We've got 22 seconds left here in the second. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. McGrady against Young. And Gasol sends it back.
Gasol did not stop moving his hands there, especially as the shot was going up. Always going to be right there to send anything back if it's close.
Just 4 seconds left in the first half of basketball.
They have a good plan going right now, and they're starting to create separation.
The game plan might have been good, but you have to bring it together. Right now, their chemistry is something to be admired.
And so it's Chicago, up by 33 points as the buzzer sounds. A huge lead for them. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We come back right after this.
Dance team.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. We're seeing a tremendous game from Tracy McGrady.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Herter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. Collins at power forward with Len at center. And it's Young in at the point. That's the group starting the second half for Lloyd Pierce.
You know, altered shots don't show up on the official stat sheet, but as we saw there, he does a great job of doing that as well as collecting the rebound.
There's the pass to Herter. No good with the triple. Feeds to McGrady. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts, a scorching 88%.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Here's Young. Count the basket.
Shifty guard Trae Young finds his ways into some of those cracks and crevices.
Smooth sailing for Chicago. Outside Jordan. And they double up Jordan. Pass to Gasol. To the paint. Here's McGrady. And they pick up 2. McGrady's got 19 points.
Now, he's got a lot to do with the position that they're in. A very smart offensive performance tonight from him.
Young outside. Trying to get open is Len. And Trae Young gets the 3. Young's got 7 points.
Start getting the feeling that Trae Young is going to be one of those guys that once he gets into his three-point motion, count it.
Chicago shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. Free throw good, Jordan for the Hawks. Turner's checked in for Len. And DeAndre Bembry's subbed in for Kevin Herter. He's perfect from the line this time.
And the defining trait of the greatest of superstars, Jordan makes the players around him better, mentally, in terms of effort, and in terms of their performance.
Young from outside, another three for Atlanta.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
Maybe not a super athlete, or at least a hyper athlete in the Westbrook mode, but Trae Young's ball handling ability does some incredible things for him out there on the floor to create space and help him change pace for those kind of angles where he can score.
A bit of pride at stake, trying to get that last three ball back, but couldn't get it to fall.
How about Turner doing a good job with the feet to get himself into position to take it strong to the basket?
And George, here we go. Over to the wing. It falls for the sixth time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%. And you love the aggressiveness of Young, tacking off the dribble, and great for his size, able to finish inside.
Well, he can get to the inside. He can shake guys loose. It's his ability to see the floor, Kevin, but it still comes down to that range where Trae Young has confidence to pull up from just about anywhere to get his offense going.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It makes you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots. Maybe there are ways to contribute that don't involve shooting the basketball. That's the best way that maybe he can help them out in trying to win this game.
Bembry the pass to Hunter. 1:30 left in the third. Shots good from Young. Young's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
Not sure which clips they watched at halftime, but he has figured out how to attack the D, and they kept him in check in the first half. He's flipped it.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Gasol's gotten everything to drop so far, shooting 4 of 4. Young passes to Collins. Chicago grabs the miss. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. McGrady's running. And George with the stuff.
Well, Paul George taking initiative tonight and going right at the defense.
Here's Bembry. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Young inside. McGrady covering. 6 to shoot. Here's Bembry. Three-pointer on the way. Gasol with the rebound. Gasol's got 5 rebounds tonight.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know. And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
Well, with the confidence growing, that's one thing, but they seem to be getting more intense, and that's helping the quality of their play here.
Substitution for Atlanta.
Damian Jones, Jabari Parker, Cam Reddish, Allen.
5 seconds left to play in the third. Atlanta again missing. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. It's Chicago just dominating this one. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Doesn't happen with every point guard in the league as far as setting your teammates up. Lots more scorers now, but right there creating the scoring opportunity for his teammate.
All my life, been grinding all my
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. So for Chicago right now, Pau Gasol is out there with Kemp. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Jordan. And it's McGrady in at the 1 spot.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Now, he's done a good job of keeping control of the ball. Even with that turnover, you can tell his teammates trust him to hang on to the pill.
And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. And Young, here we go. Yep, that one goes in there.
Are we sure that's the same player, guys? He looks completely different. What confidence he's playing with, and look how engaged he is on both ends.
Pass to Gasol. Inside. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. No good from Jordan. Here's Crabbe, and he goes in for the dunk.
He mixes up his game. Allen Crabbe becomes very dangerous. That time, a good job of getting to the interior.
With the assist.
McGrady, right side. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. George, that's a 2-pointer. Can't nail the jumper. Now, here's Reddish. McGrady covering. Ball's knocked loose. Outside Jordan. And the dunk by Jordan.
And we've seen it. He can do this all game. Jordan with a great burst there to get the finish.
And the wide open shot from Reddish misses the 3. Kemp against Young. Outside Jordan. Outside George. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Kemp. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Here's Reddish. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
The Hawks making a switch here. Chicago with the ball. Here's McGrady, and it's good. Looking quite sharp with 10 of 12 shooting tonight.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
And the Hawks with possession here. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tracy McGrady. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
His 2nd personal foul.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. A shot by Reddish, no good.
He's going to be shaking his head on that one. Knows he missed an easy one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and you for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
McGrady against Young. It's stolen by McGrady. To the middle. Here's Kemp. Rebound by the Hawks.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
Bembry's checked in for Reddish.
DeAndre Bembry.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Fernando. It's deflected, and he's able to get it back. And he gets it to go.
Fernando.
And Chicago has possession. Here's McGrady. Plays it up and banks it in. McGrady's got 25 points.
Yeah, you got to love seeing McGrady when he's hot. An amazing score from any spot on the floor.
Crab from long range. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got 4 assists in the game. Now, here is McGrady. Not a lot of room. No good. Shot missing. To the wing on the left. Here's Bembry. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. It's stolen. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Here's Crab, and it's blocked. McGrady against Young.
Well, as much scoring as Jordan does, the only thing he really cares about is that the team wins.
1:06 left to play in the final quarter. Now here's Crab, defended by George. To the inside, Fernando. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
At the line.
The first one falls.
Fernando. 2 shots.
That one is no good.
Not a perfect trip to the free throw line, but they'll take what they can get at this point.
And that one's good. McGrady.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
Parsons finds Young. Parsons passes to Bembry. Just 5 on the clock. Gasol with the steal. And here's the fast break. Jordan leading the way.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed? He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
The pass to Young. Here's Fernando. Shots good from Young.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
McGrady dishes to Gasol over Parsons, and there's Gasol. That's good on the assist by McGrady.
That's something Powell has had most of his career, is that mid-range shot when he's got enough space, shoots it with rhythm and confidence, and you've got to respect his ability to score the ball from there.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. So long and good night, everyone.
addicted in fact. You're the suspect. And your husband doesn't give you the time and give you the right move. You're savvy late. No wonder you win in my age. With me and my brothers who rage like those on parade. And I wasn't planning to see you today. So I'm calling to say, be my love, be my lady. It's flawed.